So before we move on to another feature or another user story, I want to figure out this toasts on the router page. Okay, so if I go to account details, but I'm not logged in, it redirects me to the sign up page. But it's so quick that I want to be able to have a notification here that's saying what the issue was and why you were redirected. And same with the projects page, okay? Well, same with the project page eventually. Right now, we don't have any loader function on the projects page. Okay, so that is our goal for this video. I am going to re-look at the toast documentation for the Chakra UI. So our issue is that on our index.tsx file, okay, we are rendering the root of the project. We're rendering our router provider, okay? Then one of the components, our main component that we're adding in is our app component. And that's where our Chakra provider is, okay? So you can't use a toast at the top level of the project, especially when your Chakra provider is loaded in at your app level, okay? So my first thought was, well, what if I just move the Chakra provider to my index.tsx file, okay? But as you can see, there's no component here for me to put the toast hook into, okay? So luckily, Chakra UI has already thought of this and they have standalone toasts, right? So we can use create standalone toast to create toasts outside of your React components. And that perfectly solves our issue, right? Our issue is there's no component in this index.tsx file to use the use toast hook, all right? So let's use this use create standalone hook instead. All right, so I'm going to copy this line here so that way I can create my standalone toast. I'm going to import from Chakra UI and save. All right, then I'm going to take a look. So it looks like within my root render, I need to render the whatever I'm rendering and the toast container, okay? So here I'm rendering my router provider, so I'm going to add a wrapper around the whole thing, and then I'm going to add my toast container. All right, I'm gonna look at my site, looks like it's still doing fine, okay? Then I'm going to copy this toast here, and I'm going to add it. So when I was coding this before, I left counts logs in here, so that way I knew where I wanted to add my toasts. So I can now go ahead and replace these console logs with a toast. So here I was console logging no token, and then I was sending them to the sign up page. So that means that they don't have an account. So I would show you must have an account to view this page. Okay, we were using 3,000 instead of 9,000 there, so we can have 3 seconds up, okay? And then I can go ahead and get rid of my console log and save. All right, now I can do the same thing here. I'm gonna copy this toast and I'm going to replace my console log, and I'm gonna say you must be signed in to view this page, because this is the part where you have a token, but the token's expired, okay? So now let's go over to my React app, all right? And I'm gonna click on account details. You must have an account to view this page, perfect. All right, so then I am going to go to my login, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change my expiration date on my expiration time on my JWT to let's change it to 15 seconds. Okay, so that way we can quickly test this. So let's do Mickey Mouse. All right, I sign in. I go to account details. It works because I am signed in, okay? But now I'm going to wait 15 seconds and see how that goes. Just gonna try to estimate what 15 seconds is. and then I'm going to refresh the page. The idea is that when I refresh the page, I will have a token, but it will be expired, and so it will redirect me to the login page and say you must be signed in to view this page. So let's give it a try. You must be signed in to view this page. Perfect. All right. So now, and you can see that our error is that our JWT was expired. All right, so that is how you would create a standalone toast, and you could have toasts within your index.tsx file in your browser router. All right, on to the next one.